I want to touch on Jayson Tatum really quickly and the Boston Celtics. Jayson Tatum not winning a championship with the Boston Celtics would be a massive, massive disappointment. And here's the thing, people. Jayson Tatum is not in the category with a guy like Luka Doncic or Trae Young. Two star players that have shown they can carry teams to a conference championship, like Luka Doncic literally carried the Dallas Mavericks to a conference championship Final Four appearance several years ago. Same thing with Trae Young. Ultra talented guys that are a little bit flawed in their game, don't play much defense, but in the end, if you put somewhat good parts around them, they can show you that they can carry you. I don't think Tatum's on that level. Tatum is a guy that benefits from the situation he has been put in. Playing for an all-time great franchise like the Boston Celtics. And there's nothing wrong with that because Larry Bird doesn't have the career he has if he doesn't land with the Boston Celtics. Same thing with Bill Russell. Same thing with a guy like Kevin McHale, who was a really, really good player on a lot of good championship teams, You could say Paul Pierce doesn't win a championship if he doesn't play for the Boston Celtics. Same thing with Kevin Garnett, because the minute Kevin Garnett got a stable situation in Boston, he was arguably the best player on the Boston Celtics championship team in 2008, despite the fact that Paul Pierce won the NBA Finals MVP. And it was well-deserved, by the way. But I mentioned Trae Young and Luka Doncic because Trae Young and Luka Doncic, they're star players that somewhat have an excuse because I don't look at the Hawks as a juggernaut. I don't look at the Dallas Mavericks as a juggernaut. And that's with Luka Doncic putting up MVP level numbers. That's with Trae Young being one of the most consistent players in the National Basketball Association. Some folks could argue that Jayson Tatum should already have an NBA championship to his name. The 2022 NBA Finals, where the Boston Celtics met the Golden State Warriors in the finals, Jayson Tatum and the Celtics let one get away. That was a very, very close 6-game series. And what happened in that series? Jayson Tatum, the Celtics' best player, shot 36% from the field, 65% from the free throw line, and was literally setting records in the NBA Finals and in the playoffs for turnovers per game. Literally, you can look it up, people. Here's an article I got pulled up right here. Yahoo Sports. Jayson Tatum finishes NBA Finals with unprecedented 100 playoff turnovers. I mean, that's just unacceptable if you're a guy like Jayson Tatum. And you can say I'm being harsh on Jayson Tatum, but I'm holding Jayson Tatum to a superstar level standard based on the fact that he has a great supporting cast around him. And it's time to put on the big boy pants. You're in year number 7. And you can make the argument, I'm not even kidding you right now, this could very well be, when it's all said and done, by far and away, the most talented team Jayson Tatum ever has at his disposal. I mean, seriously, people, are the Boston Celtics ever going to be more talented than they are right now, having multiple all-star players on their team, multiple good veteran players that don't have anything to play for other than winning a championship? A guy like Al Horford on the team that's made millions of dollars and is just trying to win a championship? Like, the Boston Celtics have pretty much put together a close to perfect roster for Jayson Tatum. They've done an excellent job. I mean, Drew Holiday, one of the best point guards in the NBA, a good defender, a willing defender, will lock up the best point guard on the other team while also dishing out assists and scoring the basketball. And he can shoot. He's won a championship with the Milwaukee Bucks before. Jaylen Brown is literally, arguably, as close to a perfect number 2 as you can get in terms of complimenting a top 10 player in the league like Jayson Tatum, because Jaylen Brown has no issue stepping up when he needs to, but he's not going to demand shots. He's not going to demand the ball, and he has no big ego. I mean, Jaylen Brown's been put in trade rumors multiple times. You haven't heard a blink from the guy. I mean, he is a guy you want a part of your championship culture. Kristaps Porzingis, long, lengthy, can block shots, can space the floor, can bang down low in the paint and play above the rim. He's the perfect center for this lineup. There are health questions, but if any team has star players that go down with injuries, then their season's probably derailed. So the Celtics are in the same boat as everyone else in terms of injuries. Al Horford is a veteran player that has nothing to play for but chasing a championship. He's a guy that's amazing for that locker room. And people like to bang on Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla in his first season with the Celtics led them to a conference championship. I'm not saying Joe Mazzulla is perfect, but he's more than capable. And this is a team and an organization that drafts well, and they tend to know how to build a roster. Jayson Tatum's status as being viewed as a potential elite level superstar, top 5 player in the league this season in 2024, and honestly beyond, because the Celtics are going to be good for years to come, in my opinion. That status is in jeopardy because if Jayson Tatum can't win a championship with this Celtics core, when is he going to win a championship? The Boston Celtics are probably never going to be more talented than they are right now. And this is an opportunity for Jayson Tatum to prove to the world, hey, I'm potentially on the level of a guy like Nikola Jokic, you know, or a Giannis Antetokounmpo. Maybe, just maybe, I'm on the level of a guy like Kevin Durant. Maybe I'm not quite as good as prime LeBron James, but maybe I can rile off a couple championships here and there with my franchise, just like LeBron did in Miami, and just like LeBron has done every step of the way when he's been in Cleveland and with the Lakers. LeBron won a championship with the Lakers, he won a championship with the Cavaliers, and he won multiple championships with the Miami Heat when he had a super team. And Tatum, he's got a borderline super team. Like, there's no reason for the Boston Celtics not to win. The Eastern Conference is wide open. Joel Embiid dealing with injuries again right here, right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo in the Milwaukee Bucks, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of weird vibes. Is Doc Rivers the guy at head coach for them? Maybe, maybe not. The New York Knicks, like, they're good, but are they as talented as Boston? Not even close. Not even close. The Cleveland Cavaliers, don't even be started. Regular season merchants. Fraudulent championship team. So, the pressure's on Jayson Tatum to win an NBA championship. Right now, today, you can make the argument out of any superstar in the NBA, the superstar that has the most pressure to win a championship is 100% no doubt Jayson Tatum, and it may not even be close. That's how I feel. We'll see where Jayson Tatum lands in NBA history, because if Tatum wins multiple championships with the Celtics and stays with that franchise and just wins multiple championships in general, he's going to go down as one of the best players of all time. You know, we'll see where history falls regarding Jayson Tatum's story in the NBA.